One of the hardest things that I went through in the beginning of my walk with God was purging old friendships, but also being confident in my faith in relationships and friendships that didn't necessarily see God the way that I see God. And what I mean by that is that if people were coming to me for advice or just coming to me about certain stuff, my advice shifted from worldly advice to biblical advice. And if I felt like I couldn't talk to you about God, or you were coming to me about an issue and I couldn't speak on God, there was just not really, I don't want to sound harsh when I say this, but I feel like there wasn't really a point in us having a very close bond because we're just very disconnected. And if this is something that you're going through, I just want to reassure you that it is worth it. It is going to be hard to purge old relationships and friendships or people that you have been friends with for a long time, because you can't be both. You can't be in the world and you can't be with God. You can't be entertaining what your worldly friends are doing while also trying to grow in your faith. You need Christian community. You need godly community. You need people around you who you can talk about Jesus with, who can hold you accountable. And it sucks because at the same time, I still have friends who I love and care for who do not see God the way that I see God and who are still living in the world. But when it comes to like meaningful, like relationships, that was the hardest thing I went through, was purging those things. And then being 27 years old, like, am I even going to make new friends in this, in this journey that I'm in? And you will. And I have. I've met so many people, whether it's in church or online, who are on fire about Jesus, who are chasing God, who want biblical advice, who want to give biblical advice, who want to hold you accountable, who want to be held accountable. And so I just wanted to reassure you that it is possible and it will happen for you. And that if you're going through a season where you feel like people closest to you that you know and love and you've just been doing life with are not just on the path that you're on, advice that I can give you is don't hold back from talking about God. Okay, if anyone makes you feel belittled for talking about Jesus, they're just not supposed to be in your life anyways. But anyone who even may not be where you are in your faith journey but still respects your faith, keep those people around, okay? Because you just never know when they're gonna budge, or how your faith might be inspiring to them. But I'm not saying for you to just get rid of all your friends, right? Just try not to shrink yourself and your love of God to make others around you feel comfortable. That's something that I feel like I did for a while. Hold on, sorry. Because I was scared of how people may view me, and how friends and whatever may view me. But at the end of the day, I've never helped someone get closer to God by being silent and by not talking about Jesus. And when I continue to remind myself of that and tell myself, I was just like, whatever, if you come to me for advice, it's going to be biblical. If you want to talk about something, I'm going to mention Jesus.